Ancient predictions that actually happened, and it's creepy. Let's start creepiest. Number 10, the novel that sank the Titanic. Let's get right into it. This is less an ancient prophecy and more an uncanny case of an author, Morgan Robertson, writing a blueprint for disaster 14 years too early. In 1898 he published Futility, or The Wreck of the Titan. His fictional ship, the Titan, was called Unsinkable, was the largest vessel of its time, sailed the North Atlantic in April, and crucially sank after hitting an iceberg due to having too few lifeboats. Every major specific detail, the name, the description, the cause, the time of year, and the deadly lack of lifeboats was identical to the real Titanic sinking in 1912. It's like a writer accidentally penned a ghost story about a tragedy that hadn't happened yet. Number 9, Mark Twain rode the comet. Mark Twain was born in 1835, a year that coincided with the rare appearance of Halley's Comet. 74 years later, in 1909, he made a public declaration about his life's end. I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835, it is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. Halley's Comet returned in 1910. The day after its closest approach to Earth, April 21, 1910, Mark Twain died. The comet, which appears every 75 to 76 years, served as his own personal clock for life and death. He didn't just predict his death, he predicted the cosmic vehicle that would escort him out. Number 8, the prophecy of Cyrus the Great. Our story now turns to the Hebrew Bible. Around 700 BC, the prophet Isaiah is said to have written a prophecy that foretold the Jewish exile to Babylon and their eventual return. The astonishing part: he names their liberator over a century before the man was born. Chapters 44 and 45 name a savior, Cyrus, and state he would conquer Babylon and allow the Jewish people to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. 150 years later, in 539 BC, Cyrus the Great of Persia conquered Babylon and issued a decree doing exactly what the prophecy specified. This is a prediction that names a specific non-royal individual and his exact future actions across multiple generations. Is it an impossible prediction or a historical account later placed into the mouth of a revered prophet? Either way, the text matches history in a way that is profoundly unsettling. Number 7, the final Roman emperor. The Western Roman Empire was founded by Romulus, and its transition to an imperial system was led by Augustus. The empire lasted over a millennium, but its final definitive end came in 476 AD. The name of the final emperor of the Western Roman Empire was Romulus Augustulus. His name is a diminutive form of the two most important names in Roman history, Romulus the founder and Augustus the first emperor. It's a terrifying historical joke. The last emperor was literally named Little Founder Emperor. It gives the impression that the entire 1200-year history was leading to one neat fatalistic conclusion. Number 6, the cannibal prophecy of Edgar Allan Poe. In 1838, Edgar Allan Poe wrote a story called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket. It features a shipwrecked crew who draw lots and eat their cabin boy. His name was Richard Parker. 46 years later, in 1884, the yacht Mignonette sank. 4 crew members survived on a lifeboat. After nearly 3 weeks without food, 3 of them decided to kill and eat the youngest and weakest member of the crew. His name also Richard Parker. The real victim was just 17. The similarities extend beyond the name. Both were the youngest and both were cannibalized by 3 surviving crewmates. Poe's grim fiction literally came true down to the victim's name, making it one of the most chilling literary coincidences in history. Number 5, the Egyptian biological curse. When Tutankhamun's tomb was opened in 1922, the media frenzy centered on a curse after several people associated with the opening died, including Lord Carnarvon. The warning on the tomb entrance was dire: "Death will slay with his wings whoever disturbs the peace of the pharaoh." Modern science offers a chilling explanation. This wasn't magic, it was biological warfare. Sealed environments like tombs are perfect incubators for ancient deadly pathogens, specifically toxic molds and bacteria like Aspergillus niger. The ancient Egyptians were masters of chemistry. The curse was likely a sophisticated deadly layer of protection left to poison intruders. The ancient prediction of death by wings came true, only the wings belonged to microscopic spores. Number 4, the Delphic oracle's deadly riddle. We return to the Oracle of Delphi, the ancient world's fortune-telling superstar. King Croesus of Lydia was nervous about the rising Persian Empire and asked the oracle a simple question: "Should I go to war with Persia?" The reply was, "If Croesus goes to war, he will destroy a great empire." Croesus sought his own victory and marched to war, but he was utterly crushed and captured by Cyrus the Great. He only then realized the prophecy was correct: a great empire was destroyed that day, his own. The prophecy was never wrong, it was just designed to perfectly ensnare the questioner through their own hubris. It's a terrifying lesson in reading the fine print of fate. Number 3, the Mayan calendar's countdown to conquest. This is about the end of an entire civilization. In the 17th century, the Itza Maya kingdom was the last independent Maya state. The Spanish had been trying to conquer them for over 150 years. When two Spanish friars visited the Itza king in 1618, the king reportedly told them that their own prophecies dictated the time for their surrender had not come yet. He told them to come back during the period known as Katun Adahau. The Spanish forces finally conquered the Itza capital of Najpatan on March 13, 1697. When the Mayan calendar was checked, historians found that the year 1697 fell squarely within the prophesied Katun Adahau. It's as if the Itza believed their fate was not just foreseen but scheduled. Number 2. The eerie foresight of H.G. Wells. In 1914, decades before scientists achieved a controlled nuclear chain reaction, author H.G. Wells wrote the novel The World Set Free. In it, he described a catastrophic weapon he called the atomic bomb. His fictional bombs were created by harnessing the power of uranium. He wrote about entire cities being wiped out by these endless explosions and even described the lingering poisonous effects of radiation, which was barely understood at the time. The prophecy gets even creepier. In 1932, physicist Leo Szilard read the book. Inspired by Wells' idea of an endless chain reaction, he conceived how to make a real nuclear chain reaction work and later helped create the actual atomic bomb. A science fiction writer literally inspired the creation of the weapon he fictionalized. Number 1. Nostradamus and the Tyrants. Skeptics are right that his quatrains are vague, but some are hard to dismiss. Just 4 years after his book was published, his prediction about the young lion piercing the older one's eye in a golden cage came true with the death of King Henry II of France. But his most terrifying prophecies seemed to reach centuries into the future. He wrote, "From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop." This is widely interpreted as the rise of Adolf Hitler, born to a poor family in Austria, who captivated a nation with his rhetoric. In another quatrain, he used the name Hister, which many believe was a coded reference to Hitler. So what do you make of all this? Are these prophecies lucky guesses, or is there something more to them? Let us know in the comments which prediction you found the most creepy.